Today I'm not clicking anything with the mouse. Yo guys, it's Ozgun here and welcome to the channel. In this video, I like to talk about how I implement this MIDI controller into my workflow. So this is Synido TempoPAD C16 and I gotta say this is not a sponsored video. I just got this product for free. So Synido just reached me and they wanted to send me this bad boy and they told me if you like it, maybe you can shoot a video about it. So first of all, I'm not gonna explain like a tutorial for this device. There are tons of videos out there. You can just watch them if you want to learn this device in more detail. I like to show you how I'm using this, you know. So as you see, we got 16 pads in here and you know there's like A, B, C and D, 4 banks, which means like 16 pads in the A, 16 in the B, C, you know, 16 multiplied to 4. So that's total 64 pads that you can use. So if you're into finger drumming, you can do that with these pads. And also you can jump to step sequencer mode and you can program some drums, you know, just like the step sequencer in FL Studio. So yeah, it has many features on the pad section, but honestly, this is not something I interested, you know. Of course, I'm using this pad section, you know, for like keyboard. You know, something like that. But the way I impressed the most is the left side of this device. So as you see, like we got 8 different knobs in here and we got 4 faders in here. And also we got 3 buttons below the faders. So all of those can be programmed and linked to any parameter in FL Studio. So as I said, 4 plus 4, you have 16 different faders, right? With the 4 banks. So you can just create a mixing template and you can assign them, you know, the first is kick, second is bass, drums. You see, whenever I move this fader, it's just controlling my mixer. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, where's the 5th channel? And then if I like to go to the channel 5, I just need to go bank B. Now this is like 5, 6, 7, 8, just like that. So you can control in total 16 mixer channels with just this device. And again, this transport knobs also can control FL Studio. If I press play in here, it starts to play. Now let me give it some kick. You know, just like that. So guys, just like that, I start to mix my tracks like that. So I think the biggest benefits mixing tracks like that, you start to use your ears and you start to feel the vibe, you know, instead of just checking the meters, checking the numbers, checking the peaks, levels. So whatever it is, you know, you stop using your logic, you start to feel your senses. And I think this is helping me to mix my ears, not with my eyes, you know. So that gives you the opportunity for real-time mixing and it's amazing. So by the way, if you like to connect, for example, the first one to the first mixer channel, all you gotta do is just right click and link to controller and use it, just move it once, right? But if you like to do it permanent, you know, you just need to right click, override global link, and then once you move it once, then whenever you open FL Studio, this is always gonna control the first mixer channel. So I think this is not perfect. Maybe you don't want this feature to your just regular production projects. Maybe it's only good for mixing projects. That's why I didn't do that. I didn't override global link, but I just did it for the knobs instead of faders. So for example, that's Serum, and I have 8 knobs in here, and we have 8 macros in Serum. So what I done is override this global link, and now whenever I load Serum, it's automatically connected to these 8 knobs. And with this, I can easily shape my sound. So let me get the bass preset. This is the bass sound. Let's play it. You know, just like that. And again, same thing with the melody as well. So let's turn on the melody. Let me go to the bank B. And the second knob is controlling my mixer, as you can see it in here. As you see, I'm not even using my mouse. So as you see, this is now feeling like an analog hardware instead of a MIDI, because I'm literally controlling all the macros, all the parameters from the MIDI to the synth itself. And that gives me a totally different workflow, and it's super fun. And as I said, you can literally connect this, this 32 different knobs to any parameter you like. So for example, I have a distortion module in my kick and bass group. So I just connect this solo button to the mute and unmute knob in the mixer. So I can just click this, turn on and off, And again, if I like, I can just, for example, go to bank B. As I remember, it was available. So I'm gonna just move the saturation knob once, and then right click here, override global link, and move it once. And now this knob is controlling the saturation knob. So let me connect the output as well. I'm gonna move it once and right click, override global link. I don't need to override global link. I could just link to controller as well. And then this one is output. First one is saturation, second one controlling the output. So let's do this in action. I'm gonna just play the track. So guys, with this, possibilities are endless. You can control the synths with this knob, or you can control FXs, saturation, even equalizers. And we can also record automations like that. Just activate the record button in here. You can do this with the TempoPAD as well. And I'm gonna press play and then just tweak the knob. And as you see, we got all the automations in side of the MIDI. This is the filter automation. This is LFO on off. This is octave automation. And that's the drivette automation. And if you like to convert these event automations into automation clips, you can just go to the browser, choose current project, for example, this filter one. You can just go to this icon and then edit and turn into automation clip. And that's it. You can also smooth it, do some settings. And now you got it just like an automation clip that we used to use. So yeah, with this way, instead of dropping the automation, you can actually perform it. And also guys, currently my phone is on recording, but this device is surprisingly actually wireless. You can activate the Bluetooth from this knob, and then you can even connect this one to your phone. I just test this one with FL Studio Mobile and it works perfectly. You can use the pads as keyboards and so on, you know, play pause to track, do so much stuff with it. And also you can use this with your PC as wireless as well. So this is pretty much like a wireless mixing console as well. So yeah guys, this bad boy has many different features as well, but this 3 feature is the one how I'm using it into my own workflow, and I just wanted to share it with you. Again, this is not a sponsored video. And also guys, Synido just sent me 10% discount code. If you guys want to buy this, I'm gonna put a link to the description. So today that was it guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't do gear review kind of videos much. So guys, thanks for watching and see you on the next video. Peace. Bye bye.